Gotta love a not quite success story. Hey, hi, hello friends, I'm Linkonis. I'm an artist and I do art things, and welcome to my home studio. So good morning, and by good morning I mean it's like 5 p.m. here, but that's my morning. If you know me, or if you've been watching my videos or following me on Facebook for a long time, you know that I am quite the night owl. Like, my ideal time would be to go to bed at like 5 a.m. and wake up around 3 p.m. When I go out in the sunlight, it's like, what can I say? I'm just a moon child. Welcome to DEDD, the show where I make an attempt to draw every damn day. That one thing being the thing I do all day, every day, which is watch YouTubers. Alright, so we are DEDD number 11, finally. I am super sorry about that. Just because I haven't been doing videos of the DEDDs doesn't mean I haven't been doing the DEDDs. If you missed DEDD number 10, I did Social Repose and his lovely lady Jacqueline Glenn. They were doing a really funny like blooper video, and it is straight black comedy gold, part comedy and part drama. It was really funny, really hilarious, and it was probably my most failed DEDD ever. And if you want to see why it was such a disaster, you can go ahead and check that out down below. Alright, you guys, so DEDD number 11, we've got another big giant one here, and I'll tell you why that is in a minute, but we are doing the lovely Victoria X Rave and her friendy friend Davey Suicide. I didn't know who Davey Suicide was before this video, but I quite like him. He's a cool guy. He seems really cool and legit, and I really like the opinions that they express in this video. Now, I've been wanting to do Victoria X Rave for a while. She's like this lovely cartoon goddess. She does a lot of vlogs and she does a lot of musical covers, and I think she is just a really cool, positive person. She's also spoken out about some like mental and emotional disorders that she has, which I think is really cool. If you've been following her for a while, she's moved around quite a bit, and she has documented her struggle through her blogs and whatnot, not having a job, being completely broke, and then the fact that she moved to LA. If you wanna be successful, you go to LA. I think my true favorite thing in this video is the fact that they were both so extremely realistic and blunt about the difficulties of not only moving to a new place, but moving to somewhere like LA, which is notoriously expensive, notoriously difficult to live and survive in. On the flip side of that, where they were not sugarcoating, they were talking about all the difficulties, they were also talking about how you just need to take a chance sometimes. And not everything in your life is going to be easy and smooth, and sometimes you just gotta go in. Now, they both moved to LA after some extreme life changes and relationship issues and things like that. Davey is a musician, he's also a tattoo artist. He went with no plan, no money, no apartment, just went, which I think is fucking awesome. You really should just do that sometimes. So he ended up getting a job as a tattoo artist in the most epic way. He ended up having to grab someone random on the street and do a live tattoo on them. That's one of the best lessons that you can learn. You have to do something crazy. And above all, just believe that you can do it. No one just gets a job because they're the most amazing thing on the planet, right? If you've got the skills, if you've got the desire, if you've got the drive, you gotta go for it. Now, Victoria had no money either, and she ended up just renting a bunk bed in like an artist housing, and she took a while to get a job, and she says now in this video that she's been able to pay her rent for the first time by herself, which is amazing. And that really just brings it down to the whole point of this video, which is that if you want this life, it's not going to be easy, it's not going to be breezy, it's going to be a lot of hard work. And that's okay, but you do have to actually want it, and that's what's going to stand the test of time. Now, when I started this piece, it started out as one of my small minis, and as you can see, that didn't work at all. So I ended up making a big giant one. What it really came down to is that Victoria X Rave has such an expressive face. Like her eyes are one of the biggest, most intense features that she has, and I really needed to capture that. And oddly enough, when I switched to the larger size, it all just came out so easily, so freely, and I think that's one of the strongest parts of the picture. Now, I noticed with a lot of other fan art of Victoria X Rave, they didn't draw her dreads. They just gave her like regular hair, which I don't understand at all. And I can't say I'm very versed in drawing dreads. I opted for a more simplistic look that I think gets the point across. I had to go for a large size here. Was Davey Suicide's shirt, this Horrorwood shirt. Oh man, I want this shirt so bad. It's perfect. I wanted it to all come out and actually look like the original shirt. Now this face here on this shirt, I think it's Charles Manson. If anyone can correct me on that, please do. It reminds me a lot of the CD cover of The Addicts. There was this time in high school where I drew that entire album cover on the back of this vest. I drew it in ballpoint pens. It took me like 8 hours. So this t-shirt here really brought me back to my childhood. It made me get all nostalgic, and I loved it. Now, if you notice, their tattoos are not very specific. Any type of tattoos that he had on his arms, I made very loose. I just put kind of flat blocks of color down and added a bunch of squiggly lines that semi resembled the pictures of their tattoos. Gets across the idea. You know exactly what those are supposed to be on their arms, without spending the incredible amount of time and energy and effort it would take to map down their teeny tiny exact tattoos. So I am going to end up doing Victoria X Rave. She was always in the plan for one of my big giant YouTubers I fucking love portraits, and in that portrait I'm definitely going to be meticulously drawing all of her tattoos. But I think for something like this, when it's done really small, I think it's a good artist cheat, an artist hack, because you know, sometimes you just don't got time for that. You just don't got time for it. Alright guys, how'd you like the DEDD today? I really enjoy doing these gigantic ones, and I realized that this originally started out as kind of like a challenge to make myself draw small more often, but what can I say? I love drawing big, so I'm gonna try to do one at least once a week, I think. Now, if you have any YouTubers or any YouTube videos that you think I should draw, go ahead and comment down below. If I end up drawing it, I'll give you a little shout out. I'll give you some credit. And if you love Victoria X Rave as much as I do, or Davey Suicide, go ahead and please share this video, fam. It'd help me out so much. Now today I drew Victoria X Rave and her friend, but if you'd like me to cartoon you and your bestie, then go ahead and clickety clink them links. Or hey, let's be real, even if they're just friends that you wish you could have, let me immortalize your squad goals. Alright fam, kisses from me to you. Bye. Just remember, when it comes down to it, you can do any damn thing that you set your mind to. You just sometimes gotta jump on in.